あずまは or おはよりスーパーかわいいゾンビアイドルクレイジーオリです Welcome to the stream everyone. Selamat datang di streamnya Ori no haishin de yokuso. Why is this thing not working? ちょっと待った。翻訳マシーンが Testing? Why is it suddenly Korean? Oh, okay. It works! Hi! Hello, everybody! What's floppin', fellas? Ina Senpai's ears or antennas. I don't know what they're called. It's her birthday, by the way. I just went to her Totsumachi today! Anyways, welcome to the stream, everyone. Selamat datang di stream Ori no haishin de yokuso! Today we're just going to be doing another free talk. Yeah, we're just going to chill. And I also have like some questions from HoloPlus. So in case you guys don't know, Hololive, we have this application called HoloPlus. And within HoloPlus, you guys can like send in a bunch of questions whenever like a talent opens like a holo queue. And then we just read it out loud. It's like Marshmallow, if you guys have ever heard of it. Yeah. We're chilling? Sweet. Good eyes. Yeah. Greetings from Norway, super kawaii zombie idol. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I already downloaded HoloPlus and I love it. Yeah. So allow me to like do like a little, what's it called? A little promotion for HoloPlus because I'm actually the ambassador for HoloPlus. Haven't been doing my job though. I've been super busy. But I need to tell you guys a little bit about HoloPlus. HoloPlus is basically an application that's made for the Hololive talents and for the fans. Within HoloPlus, you can see like the schedules of like every single Hololive member. You can see what they're up to. You could hear like talents' voices. Sometimes talents like to do surveys. Talents like to open like holo queues, which is what I'm doing right now. And it's just a really, really neat app for you to get like your daily Hololive news. And it's super great for seeing schedules. Yeah. So you don't always have to open your holodecks or like, you know, the official one, the Hololive schedule. It's a very useful app and I recommend you guys to download it. I'm not sponsored. I'm just the brand ambassador and I just want to talk about it a little bit. Yeah. Gitu. So, in case you guys are interested or in case you guys don't have it already, the link is in the description below. You guys can download it. It's for mobile apps only. We unfortunately do not have like the PC version. We don't have like the web browser version. But you guys can download it in Play Stores or Google Store. Yeah. Holo Plus 助かる this. You guys gotta work on that. We're working on it. We kind of have like a prototype going on, but it's only for talents. It'll take a lot of implementations and a lot of work if we want to make it like public web browser. So like, just keep supporting HoloPlus. The more you guys use HoloPlus, the more that the team will actually, you know, make cooler updates. For example, the browser update. I'm not going to give any promises though, but what I'm trying to say is that if there's market for it, then they will definitely do it. Yeah. Momobiri, after being away for almost a month and clocking in for God knows how many hours, I'm finally home. If I can revisit my question from last time, can I ask what good places to visit and eat? This time I'm not a vegetative state. I'll stay and listen. I don't know. Do you actually want to listen? I don't know if you guys know, but I'm quite the vengeful spirit. Maybe that's why I turned into a zombie. But in case you're curious, I'll just give you a few so that you don't have to like list down everything because I have like... You came at the wrong time! You came at the wrong time, Momobiri! You self-centered motherfucker! I'm going to do holo queue, so I'm it's not actually free talk. It's a HoloPlus free talk, man. Yeah, if you want my recommendations, first of all, I I've never been to Jogja before, so have fun. Jogja has like a lot of great food, and one of the most famous souvenirs that you could get from Jogja is bakpia. That's one of my favorites anyways. Yeah, bakpia has then why did you name it FREETALK? I named it HoloPlus FREETALK! Yeah, that's right! Get deleted by Alter, motherfucker! Man, there's HoloPlus. Thank you, Silite! Man! This guy's just looking for a fight. You know, I'm starting to think that 𝓈𝓤𝓵𝓈 doesn't actually like me. I'm starting to think that you actually hate me and you just like the attention that I give you and then you don't actually care about me. Oh well, but if you go to Jogja, there's bakpia. If you're going to BSD, which is like, Mas Dillon lives there, by the way. There's this thing called Aneka Seafood. Aneka Seafood 38. Yeah. They have like pretty sick stuffs over there. And then there's also places like Amanaya. There's also places like what's it called? Talaga Sampiran. Yeah. They have like pretty fun Indonesian food. And if you want to try satay, maybe go for the one that the locals would recommend. I usually go to Satay House Nayan just because I would know that it wouldn't upset any stomach because it's very, how do I say this? White people friendly. Yeah, and if you go to Bandung, there's Iga Galabag. So what's this about HoloPlus? Yeah! Oh, by the way, thank you so much for the pink super chat, 𝓈𝓤𝓵𝓈. One more time and we might actually time you out. You've been, I'll be so honest, you're kind of disruptive, aren't you? You silly little fella. What the mines does to you, huh? But yeah, thank you so much for the pink super! Make sure you treat yourself the same amount, and I hope you have a lovely time in Indonesia next month, was it? Or I don't know when you'll be coming to Indonesia, but I hope you have a lovely time spending your 1 month in Indonesia. Yeah! Holy. Thank you, 𓊈��𝓬𝓻𝓮𝓵. Man, I love Ollie. Thank you. Alright, so going back to HoloPlus. In case you guys are wondering, Ollie, why is it called HoloPlus Free Talking? Because we'll be doing free talk, but mostly the topics will come from HoloPlus. So like, HoloPlus has a feature where you guys can actually send in questions whenever a talent opens, like a question submission. It's called a holo queue. The Q stands for question. And that's what we'll be doing. I have like about 50. I have like 50 questions that we could make a topic out of. And I think it'll be really, really fun. And in case you guys want to join in the next HoloQ session, make sure you download HoloPlus. Links in the description below. Yeah! Right, so without further ado, let's just get to it, shall we? Na-dang! Ooh. Ollie, a question I've always had is, why are you always so supportive of the community? Also, P.S., I also love your Velocity King reaction. Nah, thanks, man! Thank you so much. It makes me really happy when, like, you know, my appreciation is appreciated. I don't know how to say it, but I'm sorry. This is Morning Ollie. Morning Ollie can be a little bit loopy. She can be a little bit daisy. So I'm just saying what's going on top of my head. This is mine. Oh, this is your HoloQ? Thank you so much for sending it in. Coda Kitten. Yeah. I guess it's because, you know what? The community supports me, and the community supports a lot of people. It's just a lot of support being given, and I feel like what comes around goes around, you know? So I kind of try to do my part to give the love back. And also partially because I like treating people the way I want to be treated. Like, I want to be supported as well. So in order to do that, I try to support people. Does it make sense? Yeah, but yeah. Sebelum sebelum Ollie disupport, Ollie ingin support orang lain dulu. Biar ada timbal balik. Kalau masuk akal ya. Entahlah, yeah. I completely second this. We need more people like you in the world. What about instead of saying we need more people like you in the world, we say, oh, I gotta be someone like her. Yeah, the only way for the world to have more people that supports each other is to become the supporter themselves, is what I believe. This. Yeah. Be the change you want to see in this world. Exactly. Yeah. Gitu deh. I don't really have much else to say. I just think that this is a really, really sweet HoloQ. So thank you so much to whoever sent it. Oh, I mean, to 𓊈𝓮𝓻𝓮𝓻𝓮. Thank you, 𝓊𝓮𝓮, for sending it. Yeah, the thing about HoloQ is that most of these questions are very anonymous when we export it. Yeah. So if I don't know who sent it in, I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Boom. Question, please tell me 100 things Ollie likes about herself. 100 things? Man, that's a lot. Oh. 100 things I feel is like too much. 100個. Yabai. But everything. I don't think I like that much. I can't speak. I don't think I like myself that much to list like 100 stuffs, but one of the things that I really like about myself is first my eyes. I feel like my eyes are very, very pretty and people should look at it more. 2, I like how honest I am. I like how, you know what? I'm not scared of telling you guys what I feel. I'm not afraid to be straightforward when I need to be. Sometimes I have like conversations with people who like beating around the bush and it drives me insane. So I love me for being straightforward, especially with my feelings, you know? Yeah. Wow. You're very honest. I would say so. Yeah. Look away from Ollie's Pretty's eyes challenge level. Impossible. I do like your honesty. Yeah. So like if anybody ever needs it, if anybody ever wants like a reality check, I can give it to you. Right here, right now. If I know you well enough. And I guess the third thing that I like is that I'm very glad that I have a big appetite. That's something that I'm always grateful for. Mama Lily has always told me that the best medicine when you're sick is food. When you eat, it'll help your metabolism to like fight the viruses and bacteria in your body. And I appreciate that because, you know what? With the big appetite that I have right now, I can enjoy food to the fullest, you know? Like, I might be a picky eater. I might not eat my cabbages or fruits, but otherwise, I'm really happy that I'm the type of person that can, you know, indulge in food. Like, I can't imagine myself not being able to eat. Yeah. I'm not throwing shade to anybody, okay? These are just the things that I'm very grateful for. And I will always love myself for being like this. Yeah. 𓊈📗�𝓬𝓼, I agree. I like how you are true for your desire for women. I'm still bonk, but highly respectable. Your tenacity, not the women thing. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. Gitu deh. So I can't give you 100, but I gave you 3 things that I love about myself. And that's about it. Thank you so much for the HoloQ. Oh, do you have any favorite foods lately? Oh, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Nice giftar. Thank you, Dr. Draken. Everybody say thank you to Draken. Thank you, Dr. Draken. Thank you for sharing, Ollie. Of course. This one, I could go on and on about this because I remember I had like a membership. 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I don't actually remember when. But I remember in that membership, I spent 1.5 hours talking about my current fixation. Lately, I've been so into lobsters. It came to the point that in my YouTube recommendations, all of the shorts, the YouTube shorts, are filled with lobsters. It's definitely not lobster hotpot and Indomie, no. Lobster's really good, man. I don't know what to say. My dream is to eat like lobster claws. Definitely. I found out that there's actually different types of lobsters. Like, I get that there's like species of it, but I didn't know that there are lobsters that didn't have claws. And apparently the only lobsters I've been eating this whole time are the clawless ones, you know? Yeah. I've always thought that they just cut off the claw so that they could save it for like another dish within their restaurant. But no, apparently the lobsters that they serve are clawless. So my dream right now is to be able to eat like a big claw of lobster. Yeah, I did like lobsters back then. I don't know what triggered me to try lobsters then though. Next time I go to Japan, there's this one buffet that I want to go to, and they serve like a bunch of lobsters, like so many of them, and I want to go there next time. Clawless ones are actually lobsters. So claw lobsters is the bogavante. Is that so? Wait, there's lobsters without claws? Yeah, it kind of looks like a giant shrimp. This. It's a shame you didn't have this obsession before visiting America last year. No, I feel like if I visited America while having this like obsession towards lobsters, I don't think I'll be able to eat it too, because I was at New York and we had like a pretty packed schedule. Yeah. I associate lobsters as really rich people's food here, at least the most well-known lobsters. I mean, it is rich people food. Like, I'd be lying if I said it didn't make a dent in my wallet. Having to buy lobsters and eat it for myself, sometimes it gets pricey. So I don't eat it all the time, but that is my favorite food right now. My current fixation on it. I think lobster is expensive everywhere. It used to be... Lobsters was commoner's food. You could catch it offshore for nothing. Well, actually, it's not that you could catch it offshore. It's more like the carcass of lobsters would get washed up in beaches. And the reason why lobsters was commoner's food was because, again, it was the carcasses that would get swept to the beach. Meaning that sometimes the lobsters would be rotting. You know, it's not like fully bred lobsters that we get today. It's different. I tried looking up the history of it anyways. And apparently lobsters and crabs, they have like the same lore. Apparently crabs also, they used to be like all over the ocean. And they also get swept up to beaches, and they were also commoner's food. Yeah. Maybe that's why you're obsessed with it. It's a special occasion meal. You know what? That might be right. Maybe it's because whenever I get lobsters, I feel like a job well done and I pat myself in the back. That's true. I remember there was like this one video that asked, if lobsters was still commoner's food, would you still eat it? And I keep thinking about it. I don't think I'll be eating lobsters. Even if I didn't know how it tasted like, if I knew it was commoner's food. So maybe it was the status of lobsters that got me to like it? Yeah. At least that's like my 2 cents on it. This it. Hui! Hamburger is commoner food. I still eat it. That's true. But like... hamburger and lobsters, they're 2 completely different dishes, right? Whereas hamburger, it's very processed. Like even the meat itself, it goes through like a lot of process. The buns also. But when it comes to like lobsters, you kind of just cook it. It's just like raw meat, kind of. Yes. So I digress. I still wouldn't eat it. Yeah, although you said you love the texture of the meat, that doesn't change the status of the meal. It doesn't, but like, this is... Again, this is just an if question. I'm not saying that I don't like it. I love it, in fact. But I'm just saying that if lobsters was still considered like really cheap, really rotten food, I don't know if I'll be able to like actually get the courage to eat it, if that makes sense. You know? I like eating it, obviously. I love the textures. Again, I could go on and on about lobsters. But I think the status quo is still there. It's like, you know, like let's say, if you're dirt poor, then you'd eat sand. Or like, if you're dirt poor, then you would just drink water and not eat anything. I don't know about that, you know? Yeah. There's something special about eating expensive food like caviar. But I feel like caviar is also very different from lobsters. You don't get the satisfaction from caviar. It's just expensive for no good reason. It's just expensive for the sake of being expensive because it's rare. And that's not what I'm all about. Lobsters, on the other hand, again, I feel like if we look at lobsters in a lot of dimensions, there's a reason to why they're good. Would people eat caviar if it wasn't expensive? I don't think people would eat caviar if it wasn't expensive because it's... I mean, it's nice. But is it something that you'd go out of your way to eat for meals? I don't know. Like, man, salmon roe makes more sense than caviar, low-key. Yeah. Gitu. Hoi! Ollie, no, caviar is so good. I'm glad you like your caviar. I like my lobsters too. By the way, thank you so much for the gifted membership! But yeah, those are just my takes. If you guys have different opinions, then that's also okay. Yeah. Thank you! Next. What are your thoughts on gachikoi? Would you be happy if someone felt that way about you? Please tell us your opinions, Ollie, on what kind of mindset a fan should have. Ooh, I like this question. This touches a lot of layers, to be honest. So, my personal opinion on gachikois, I feel like any type of fan is okay as long as they do not hurt the Oshi. What is a gachikoi? A gachikoi comes from the word gachi, which means like really. It's like a slang. Like, I really. And koi means like, or like love. So it means like someone that really loves you. Like a parasocial fan. Yeah. My take on this is that no matter what fan you are, it doesn't matter if you're like a lurker, doesn't matter if you're a gachikoi, doesn't matter if you're a regular, doesn't matter if you only come once in a while, or like if you're a casual fan. To me, every single fan is good as long as they support their Oshis. Whatever your Oshi does and you support it, then that's a good fan to me. A good fan is someone who, support the good sides of an Oshi. And reminds an Oshi to, not let their bad side out. I don't know. Kayak apa ya? Fan yang baik itu bagi Ollie yang mendukung dan juga fan yang mengingatkan Oshi apabila mereka melakukan kesalahan lah. Like constructive criticism and all. I think that's a good fan. Yeah. Someone who seriously or romantically loves their idol in a parasocial way, not the good kind of seriously. Well, that depends on you. Again, this is my opinion. Who asked for yours? I'm sorry. I'm just joking. But yeah, again, I would say I have my own gachikois. Like, I keep a list of them. I'm not going to mention them here, but like in my 𓊈𝓸, in my membership, I would list down the people who are gachikoi and I would feed into them. I think it's fun to have Gachikoi fans because it's nice to be desired. Yeah. And I would say that my Gachikois are one of the healthiest Gachikois because like let's say they romantically like me, but like if I were to ever like get a partner one day in life, they'd be supporting me, and I think that's nice, you know. Again, I'm sure that Gachikois have their bad apples, but for my community itself, I can see just how supportive they are, even though they romantically seek me, and I think that's fine. I think that's cool. I feel like any sort of fan is cool if they're cool. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Like let's say lurkers. Okay, lurkers don't go out of their way to show themselves for their own reasons. Every lurker has their own reasons to lurk. But nonetheless, they still support their Oshi by watching us, by giving us like silent likes, by following us in our social medias. It's like there's no bad lurkers per se. Yeah. Hi, I'm a lurker. Gitu. So again, I don't think there's a bad fan. If there is a bad fan, then I will definitely call them out on it. I don't have like specific standards for fans. As long as you're fun in the community and as long as you still support me, no matter the size of support, like you know how sometimes people would like get super cautious about their support ways. Like for example, if someone doesn't buy like merch, they would think that they don't support the Oshi enough. I don't think, you know, yeah. I'm a lurker and I buy merches instead of supas. And I think that's great because not only does that benefit me, but that benefits you too because you got something in return. Yeah. Sleep lurking. Once you get used to someone's voice, it becomes comfy to sleep too. Really? I never considered my voice to be relaxing, but thank you. What happened to your microphone? Oh, what's wrong with my microphone? Does it sound weird? I hope not. Is it okay? Has the sound quality been bad this whole time? It's okay. Oh, okay. It sounds normal. Oh. You sound great to me. You sound great. Thank you. It's stitchy visually. Oh, you mean the visuals of my microphone. It's just an aesthetic. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so I feel like a mindset that every fan should have, no matter what type of fan you are, no matter if you're a fangirl, fanboy, fan them. I think a mindset that you should have is that you should support your Oshi in ways that does not burden you. For example, if you want to support your Oshi, you don't always have to buy merch. You don't always have to send a supa. You could just come in, say hi, or don't say hi, or give a like. It's very easy to be a fan, I think. And you know what baffles me? I talked about this before, but just like as a little refresher, you guys have a lot of privileges. And you guys are basically our customers, at least in my eyes. Like, I would say I'm a provider. I would say like I'm a shop. And you guys are my customers. And you guys get to do whatever you want. Like, you guys can just come in and like window shop. Or you guys could just come in and say hi to me and not buy anything. Or you could also buy like tiny stuffs in my shop. It doesn't matter. You guys have like a lot of privileges. You guys have a lot of things that you can do. And I don't think you guys should force yourself to do the things that you don't want to. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like a lot of people are forgetting that they don't actually need to support me in a very extreme way. If that makes sense. Like, fans get like very anxious about like their support. And I don't think that should be something that you guys should be worried about. Because to me, support is... Apa ya? support is earned. I earn your support if you guys think that I'm entertaining. Yeah. So like, again, fans shouldn't worry about supporting their Oshi enough or not. Yeah. Gitu. It makes sense, but when seeing someone really support you with all they got, I feel like less. I mean, I understand because that's the same way I feel about my coworkers. Sometimes I would see my coworkers or like other VTubers in general. They're doing so much. They're making so much content. And I'm not actually doing anything special. I'm just here streaming and working like behind the scenes. But obviously, you guys aren't like telling me to make more, right? Apa ya? Nggak ada tuntutan dari kalian untuk Oli melakukan lebih kan ya? Ya sama lah dari Oli gitu. Oli nggak bakal nuntut kalian untuk melakukan lebih juga buat Oli gitu. Thank you so much for the Akasupa, by the way. Hello, Tiny Sauce. Hi, are you gonna stay? Thank you so much for coming. No, and thank you so much for the Akasupa. Every single super chat will go back to me and the channel and the content. So thank you so much for the support for the Akasupa. Stop dropping reds, man. It worries me sometimes. I hope you have enough, and I hope you'll be treating yourself the same amount as well. Thank you. And then Nes Soto. Thank you so much for the super chat. Must shop. Thank you. But again, I'm just going to remind you guys, it's okay to not to. It's okay not to shop. It's okay to window shop. And sometimes it's okay to not even go to the shop at all. Because you know what? We Oshis, we VTubers, we are not obligations that you guys should support. We are not obligations where you guys have to always be there when we always stream. We're here when you need us, and we're here when you want entertainment. So don't think too much about it. Yeah. Outrun the win! Just having the stream up and being counted in the CCV helps your Oshi. Even watching the VODs. We love lurkers too. Every comment is gravy. Yeah, what the Outrun the win said. Word. Gitu. I love this shop. I'm camping on the front door if I need to. Man. I like to be here because your voice is like music to my ears. Thank you. I'm glad that I could bring you guys comfort and entertainment. So, those are my 2 cents. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it didn't make any sense, but I just want to let you guys know that I do love you guys. I care for you guys. I get very easily emotionally invested in a lot of things, and you guys are one of them. I hope you know that. Thank you! Alright. Next! Oh. How late do you sleep, or how early do you wake up? Okay, this... Ooh, you want me to expose myself? Ooh. Okay, so lately I've been sleeping at 4 a.m. So usually I would say goodnight to you guys sometimes at like 1 a.m. or like 12 a.m. But I sleep at 4. I doom scroll, and sometimes I wouldn't even be able to sleep. Sometimes I'd be closing my eyes and I'd still be very cautious. I'm not sleeping. VTuber sleep cycle. Yeah, and when do you wake up? When I don't stream, I usually wake up at 1 p.m. Again, this is not a very healthy lifestyle. I need to get my shit straight. There's a reason to why I've been waking up early doing morning streams, because I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule. I'm not proud of my sleeping schedule at all. It's a healthy amount of sleep. It's a healthy amount of sleep, but the sleep schedule itself is not good. Because the body stresses out when you don't actually sleep, the body stresses out when it knows that it's nighttime and you don't sleep. Yeah, did you know that? Apparently, the cortisol spikes when you don't actually sleep at night. Yeah. So, did you guys know that the human body, it actually has like its own consciousness that's separate to the brain? For example, like if you shine a flashlight to your eyeball, obviously you're going to like try and close your eyes, right? That's just the body's consciousness, and you can't actually fight it. Yeah, so scientific. Yeah. Not sure that's quite the right word, but sure. Yeah. Instincts, right? We have this thing called instincts, and the body's instinct, they can tell when it's nighttime and when you should be sleeping, so it stresses out when it knows that you're not sleeping at all. Yeah. Gitu. Wait. Lots of things, the nerve only goes back to the spine and triggers an automatic response without going to the brain for processing first. Yeah. Gitu. So I do need to fix it. I heard that the ideal sleep schedule is when you sleep at... The latest is would be at like 10 p.m. I heard. And then after that, you should maybe wake up at like 6. Or 7 or 8. Yeah. Gitu. Yeah, apparently 10 p.m. is the latest that you should sleep. That's why, you know what? That's why sometimes people would say you should stop eating after 7. So that your body could digest the food and then you could go to sleep at maybe 10. Yang penting durasi tidurnya sih. Enggak sih, Oli enggak berpendapat. Karena nggak sehat. Dan Oli sudah... I'm experiencing it right now. If you think that the amount of sleep is what matters, no. I disagree. I'm getting like 8 hours of sleep. I'm getting like 7 hours of sleep. And sometimes, because of my sleeping schedule, it doesn't work. It's... I don't know. It's not the most ideal. I sleep 8 hours a day yet getting pairs of panda eyes. See? Thank you so much for the vouch. Yeah. Oh, but one more thing though. I heard that sleeping, not really sleeping. I heard that if you take a nap every single day, that's about like 20 minutes. I heard that it's actually good for your body because 20 minutes is like the perfect time for your cortisol to balance out. Yeah. But it has to be exactly 20 minutes. 10 minutes, you won't be getting much. 30 minutes or like 1 hour would be too much. 20-minute naps are good. Yeah, power naps. Yeah. It's important though to sleep early, right? That's what I'm saying! It's not the amount of sleep you get, it's the quality of sleep you get. Hoy. I watched too many Holo member streams and had to cut back. Yeah. Let me drink real quick. Is cortisol a buzzword in Indonesia right now? I feel like I hear you say it quite often these days. Well, not really in Indonesia. I think it's just like a term that a lot of people use right now. But cortisol is actually a scientific word. It could mean stress levels, it could mean fat, it could mean a lot of things within your body. Yeah. It's because of the low and high cortisol memes. Yeah. So it's a buzzword everywhere. Gitu. I think this is the first stream of yours I caught live. Well, welcome, Jonathan! Oh, see? Yeah, cortisol is a hormone that controls stress levels. There we go. Scientific word. Yeah. But it's a word that's been buzzing around, so I just use it as well. Yeah, thank you! Right, next! If Olitan has any current favorite things or recommended tourist spots, please tell me. Recommended tourist spots? Like in Indonesia? Is this Momo Berry's question? Rubs my chin. Huh. My current favorite things. Well, you know what? I've been very into Tomodachi life. It's been really, really fun. It's what I do every day. And yeah, there hasn't been much. Low-key. I've been into Nendoroids, actually. Yeah. I'm looking for, like, old Nendoroids. You know how Nendoroids, they have, like, their own labels, whatnot? I've been collecting, like, a bunch of old Nendoroids, and it's been really, really fun. It's nice to compare, like, qualities of each Nendoroid as well. Yeah, lately, I've gone, like, the Gatchaman Nendoroid. Yeah, I remember watching it. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember that I really, really liked it. Oh, Nendoroid collecting. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds fun. Whole ID Nendoroids 1. That's my question. I'm asking the same thing. Ito. As for recommended tourist spots, I really recommend getting massages. I've talked about it before, and I'm not going to shut up about it. You guys gotta get massages when you're in Indonesia. There's no particular shop that you should visit in Indonesia. Like, literally, any massage you find, it'll be good. This. The cheaper massages that I like to get, it's usually in Koko. You could find Koko in malls. Do they do head massages? They do. Yeah. Are massage parlors good for ticklish people? No. No, they can't really do anything about it. If you find, like, a really good one, you just gotta be lucky with it. It's all about luck. Finding, like, your favorite parlor, it's a challenge. But for ticklish people, sorry, man, I don't know if I could help you there. But it's something that I definitely recommend. I just think it's different. And let's see, tourist spots. I don't really go out that much. Even if I go out, I usually just go to Bogor, or I go to what's it called? Puncak. Yeah. I just go to the mountains whenever I go on a vacation in Indonesia. Malls? To be honest, we have a lot of malls. That's the thing. So, like, whenever people are like, "Oh, Ollie, where do you usually go on your off time? Where do you go for vacations?" I go to malls because Indonesia, we have so many malls. It's ridiculous. And most of the things that they sell in malls, or like most of the restaurants that show up in malls anyways, most of them are like foreign food. Like, let's say Japanese, Korean, steaks, whatnot. Sure, there are some Indonesian restaurants here and there, but that's not actually, you know, it's not the best. Yeah, but if you do want to go to a mall, I think I would recommend Grand Indonesia. It's a fun place. It's pretty fancy. They sell like a lot of branded stuffs. I think like the structure of the mall also is very interesting to me. This. If you go to Indonesia, you should definitely go to Mana ya? Try street food hunting. You see, I'm not too keen about recommending street foods or like street stalls because I feel like Indonesian stomach wouldn't be able to handle it. Kota Tua is actually a really good place. Taman Mini is also really good. Yeah, there's this place called Taman Mini Indah Indonesia. Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. TMII. It's like a nice recreational spot. Usually schools would go to TMII to like study like the Indonesian map or like see traditional Indonesian houses. They have like a lot in Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. Yeah. The only downside to Taman Mini is that it's really big. There will be a lot of walking, and if you don't like to walk, you'll probably have to like rent a bike or like rent a motorcycle there, because you can't actually travel Taman Mini with cars. Not anymore, anyways. They used to be able to like let cars roam around, but I think their rules changed. Kota Tua is also nice. Kota Tua is actually the place where like High Street Time was recorded in. Well, not recorded in, but like in the High Street Time song that HoloID released, Kota Tua was in the key visual. It's a really fun place. You could see like street performers, you could rent out bikes, you could snack around. I think there's also a haunted house in Kota Tua. Yeah. It's really nice, I would say. Those are like the top 2 Jakarta places that I would definitely recommend. Yeah. Other than that, I feel like, I don't know, I like mountains. I really do. So going to any place with nature is fun. Oh, and if you guys are... Wait, how much are Canadian dollars for Momobiri? Oh, okay. It's not as... Okay. Well, I'm kind of impressed, yeah. And we actually have really cool villas here in Indonesia. Like our B&B, it goes hard, I would say. Or like if you go to resorts, our resorts are pretty top tier. Like for a normal hotel room, like let's say in Japan, you could get for like a suite in Indonesia. And I think that's really cool. And like let's say you want to get a suite in Japan, you'd probably be able to like rent out a mansion for one night in Indonesia. It's pretty cool. This. So, if you guys have USD or euros as your as your currency, going to Indonesia would be a blast. You guys would be like millionaires. Yeah. Indonesia has world-renowned resort facilities. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys have heard of this before, but Indonesians are very friendly. Especially towards tourists. So like, make the use of that. Make the use of being Indonesian. Make sure you use your white face, your whitest face, your most Indonesian face, whatever. And you will get like really good services from Indonesians. Holy. Like, if they know that you're not from here, they would be super friendly. Can all Indo speak English like you? Can I use Chinese if not? No. Not all Indonesians are fluent in English. Some of them can speak English to a certain level. But I feel like if you're going to like rural places, you would definitely need to use Google Translate. Yeah. You could try to speak in English, but if you use very difficult words and if you speak super fast, most Indonesians wouldn't be able to like catch it. Make sure that you guys don't use like phrases. Like let's say you're trying to check in and you're like, "Oh, I feel beat up." Indonesians would actually think that somebody, punched you in the face or something. So don't use phrases at all. We would take it literally. No slangs. Yeah, or like, let's say you're meeting up with a friend and they're like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And then you go like, "Well, I'm okay. It's been raining cats and dogs, so like, I've been really cold lately." They wouldn't be able to understand what raining cats and dogs mean. So use very basic, very literal English that's easy for people to understand if you guys ever come to Indonesia. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to look at you crazy. No idioms. No. Or like, let's see, what's like another idioms that a lot of people like to use? We would believe it's raining cats and dogs outside because it's raining fish. Yeah, raining fish happened before, so like, always be as literal as possible. Yeah. Is that a term that's used in Indonesia? It's not. That's why I told you, don't use it. Listen! Gitu deh. Yeah. Gitu. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for the holo cue. Next. Hi, Ollie. I want to ask something kind of random. Have you ever had a hobby that over time you don't do it as much anymore and you thought it has died down? And if you have you tried to ignite that hobby again? If so, how did you ignite it? Back then, I was so into Greek mythology. Greek mythology is so fun to me. I like hearing like the stories that goes behind every single god and goddesses, or like the heroes of Greek. Reignite? Yeah, Greeks are so fun. The one that reignited it was Epic the Musical. You do love mythology stories. I do love Greeks a lot. Yeah, Epic came along. Is that how you discovered Epic? No, I've always been a mythology girly. Before this, I would just like watch a bunch of YouTube videos about like Greek gods, whatnot. And then it died down. And then I found like this one webtoon. What was it called? Olympus? Like the one with Persephone and Hades? And there's this one webtoon that got me back into Greek mythology, but then I stopped reading it. I feel like if you really like something, if you really like a hobby, it will reignite on its own and you can't actually force it yourself. Lore Olympus! Yeah, that's what the webtoon's called. Yeah. This. That kind of depends. I don't think you can force a hobby. Besides, a hobby is something that you do for fun. And if you try to force the fun, then obviously it wouldn't be too fun now, would it? It is my 2 cents anyways. I got back into trains after many years in the same way, so I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so again, you can't force it. For Greek mythology, I recommend the Fate Grand Order. Right! I heard that FGO is really good with like mythologies as well. I want to get into it. I want to get into Fate Grand Order, but I haven't had the time to. Like, I heard that the anime is so fun. Hello, our zombie queen. Hello, Taisanai. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I quit cubing for a year and now I'm back. This. Fight turns a lot of them into anime girls though. Not very accurate. Wouldn't that be better? As a weeb, I think I would like to see cute anime girls representing the heroes instead of seeing like a bunch of old dudes. Like middle-aged man. I don't know. Yeah. But it's fun. I like mythologies a lot. The godly bears. Hi, Ollie. Hello, welcome to the stream. So again, only go back to a hobby if you really think that you want to do it. Only go back to a hobby because you just want to have fun. Don't force a hobby or don't do a hobby if your heart's not in it. If anything, then it'll be like super mentally taxing on you. This. Wait. Nah, I prefer old man Zeus rather than a girl version of Zeus. Well, you know what? Let's agree to disagree. I think a female Zeus would be pretty hot, and I think I'd let her bang me any day. Man. Like, you do you. Oh. Hi, Ringo. Everybody give it up for Ringo Suga! Amazing! A storyteller, animator, and a YouTuber! Welcome to this stream! Oh. Yeah! Why'd you have to come to the stream like that, Ringo? How do you... You did not need to hear that. Yeah. Hello! Hi! Hello! Hi! I came in at the perfect time. I don't know. Ringo, you tell me. If you had to choose between Old Man Zeus and like a very hot anime version of Zeus, which one would you choose? Like, in Fate Grand Order, they turn like a lot of the heroes and a lot of the really important people into girls, into anime girls. And I want to hear your take on it. A cow Zeus. A cow Zeus would actually go so hard though. Okay, that's a good argument. Record of Ragnarok Zeus. He was cool, but like... I wouldn't bang. I like women's shape. Thank you! Thank you so much! I feel seen. You know what? As based as ever, Ringo. As based as ever. Yeah. This. So again, you guys have your preferences. Me and Ringo have our preferences. And our preferences is definitely cooler because you know what? Ringo says so. Middle finger. Yeah. Eat today. Nah. Yeah. Thank you. Next question. It's because I said so, not you. It's because you said so. That's what makes it cool. Yeah. I only like women shape too, to the point that I don't understand how anyone could find men attractive. Okay, listen, I wouldn't say that men are not attractive. I'm just saying that I would prefer my anime girls instead of middle-aged men. I still like men, okay? Men are hot. Now, don't you put the men down. I think men are cool too. Just maybe in maid dresses. Yeah. I like women-shaped men, aka twink femboy. Base. Absolutely base! Oh, Ringo. See, this is why Ringo is cool, because Ringo only has cool opinions. I like my men as male wives. Preach! Preach. Based. Established even. Foundation. Astolfo for the win. Yeah. One day I will be woman. Good luck with that. I support you. I can pull off a maid dress. Nah, yes you can. You're just scared. What? What's wrong? What's wrong, Australian boy? You don't want me to see you in a maid dress? Ooh, but how much it would turn me on. I mean, Cloud and Link both kill it in a dress, right? Do not be afraid of the skirt, people. It will make you look more desirable. Thanks very much for helping me think of how interesting it would be to imagine Zeus as a female, but still a villain Ollie. Right? You're welcome, the Overlord Bear. Yeah. Alright, anyways, our next question. What was going on through your head leading up to your debut? And what lessons did you take away from the debut day itself? Okay, so, during my debut, well, I was setting up and everything. I was just checking a bunch of stuff. I was making sure that I have the right slides. I was making sure that I could do my dying gimmick. You know how I screamed and then I suddenly turned into a gravestone? Yeah, I was doing my best to do that. I was also checking my reverb. Again, back then, Ollie was dirt poor, guys, and she could not afford the right audio interface, so I had to use a third-party application to make reverbs. And it was just a bunch of text here and there. And then I was also watching Holo ID and Holo Mit's debuts. I was okay, so Kiara Senpai did it this way. So I should do it like this too, but in my own twist. Or okay, so Mori Senpai and Muna Senpai, they had internet troubles, so I don't need to worry if I get internet troubles. And if I did, I could just do the Watame song. A lot went through my head when I was preparing for debut. I had a lot of gimmicks that I really wanted to do, so it was mostly just a bunch of checks. But the takeaway that I had from the debut is that I should have just been myself. You see, my debut is the Frankenstein of all of the other debuts that has happened before me. What I did was very textbook. But if you look at the newer debuts, let's say Regloss or maybe even FlowGlow, they just did what they wanted to do. They're not really tied in with textbook debut where you need to have your slides, where you need to sing kind of. And the fact that it needed to be 1 hour. Yeah. Debuts have evolved over time, and that just frustrates me. I wish I could redo my debut, in which I did do a re-debut. But even then, it's not satisfying, because nothing could change your first ever debut. And my takeaway from the debut also is that first impressions last a long time. Yeah, a lot of people that don't really watch me sometimes would come visit me and be like, "Oh my god, Ollie, yeah, I still love your ara ara. Oh my god, I love how you screamed into the mic. That was so funny." It's been almost 6 years now. Almost. I think we're at our 5.5 year now. But a lot of people still bring it up sometimes, and they don't actually, reference me from my newer streams, whatnot. So my takeaway is that, damn, They do last a while. My first impression of Ollie was that she's crazy! Get out of here, you stink ringo! I take away your cool privilege card. Get out of here! Yeah. He's right though. Ringo said it, it's true. No! Yeah, today. I love my Oshi crazy. I enjoyed the RPG Maker section of your debut explaining your lore. Thank you so much. That's also one of the things that I was very, very nervous about as well. Yeah, today. And now people love you so much, which I'm very, very grateful for. There's no way that I wouldn't be grateful for it. First short I saw of you was the one about the pregnancy joke, and then I asked myself if I could make a pregnancy joke in your Tomodachi live stream and got burned with an __ joke. Sorry. But yeah, that's like another example of why first impression matters. But it's not like I'm going to do anything about it. Like, it's not like I'm going to change myself whenever I meet someone new. In fact, whenever I meet someone new, I just become completely raw and I become completely honest. This. Oi, oi. Now we have recent lore for the new people. Example, pregnancy, Kiara, hole falling. Hole falling? What is that a reference to? I don't even know. Just don't start the conversation with __ No. Yeah, today. Oi! Thank you! Alright, moving on! How to not be shy when talking to your Oshi? As in like during meet and greets or like in normal live streams? Because to me, if you're talking about like normal live streams and like normal live chats, what is there to be shy about? Huh? Cause like, it's not like your Oshi is going to like hate you or anything. I'm going to speak in everybody's stead when I say this. But like, it's going to take like a very big effort to make Oshis actually hate you. Yeah, nervousness over whether the chat messages are right. Well, you don't need to worry about that. Because if your messages are wrong, there's always mods that could like delete your messages for you. And just think the embarrassment. Yeah. Just acting like you don't actually really care. No, actually I hate that. I don't like that at all. If anything, I really hate people who try to be nonchalant. I like people who are honest. So I do like people who care. Yeah. But like, there's no helping it if you're shy to your Oshi. If you're shy to your Oshi wouldn't actually really, you know. They wouldn't know that you exist anyways if you're too shy to chat, is what I'm trying to say. Just be yourself, honestly. Again, it's going to take a very, very big effort for an Oshi to dislike you, hate you, or think you're weird. Just act like how you'd normally would. As long as it's within the rules, of course. I'm shy. Alah, masa. Masa, see? But if it comes to like meet and greets, my biggest advice would be to have a note with you. Like, make a note, write down the things you want to say, make bullet points if you can. Has Ollie ever been nervous during meet and greet? I'm always nervous when I do meet and greets. Because I'm also meeting you guys. So like if it makes you guys feel better. You know. Even the Oshis get nervous and even Oshis can get shy. So be the person to lead your Oshi to unshyness, I guess. She was so nervous during ours. I stun-locked her by asking her a question. What did you ask on our meet and greet? The only thing I remember from our meet and greet, Dustin, was that you challenged me to like another chess battle. I said maybe. Okay, maybe. Let's go. Yeah. Just a moment. I need to check something real quick. Why did my manager have to send me an emergency message when I'm streaming? I want to meet and greet with Ollie. Ringo, we had a call yesterday. Oh man. Okay, just a moment. Hee hee. Ah, this. Thanks. Dikasih kerjaan pas lagi streaming. Urgent ASAP. Sialan. Oh, okay. Wait. Urgent, want Taco Bell? I wish it was as urgent as asking if I want Taco Bell or not. But you're ambassadoring! Exactly! I'm working here! Okay, wait. Yeah. Work on top of work. Imagine that. I could never. I just told them later I'm streaming. Anyways, let's move on. Please tell me your ideal type of man. Also, what aspects makes your heart flutter or go thump thump? I always like the always cheerful Ollie. Thank you. Hey, my ideal type. I like princely types. I like men that are gentlemen. I like it when you're nice to me and open doors for me and like hold my hand when I'm walking down the stairs. I like it when men do things for me when I don't even have to ask them. You know? For example, let's say that we go to a restaurant. I could pull my own chair, sure, but if you go out of your way to like run up to the chair and pull it down for me, I would be smitten. My heart would go doki doki real fast. I like people who treat me well. Or like, let's say, I have something in my face, but instead of saying that, you kind of got a little something there. Instead of just saying that, you grab a napkin and wipe it down for me. Yourself. Doki doki. You want me to treat you like a princess? Exactly! Yeah, so it's that type of men that I really, really like. I like people who could read the room. Yeah. Oh, like acts of service types? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Or like let's say, okay, I'm working super hard. And then you would put like a glass of water on my desk. Like I would be so happy. I thought randomly touching someone's face is rude. Well, it kind of depends on the person, but to me, I like it. Again, we're talking about what makes me go flutter thump, not what you think is rude or not. Yeah. So, butler type? I think. Yeah, I like people who pay attention to, like, the details, you know? Like... Okay, this is something... I'm going... I hope this does not get clipped, because I will off myself. I remember we had, like, a birthday party for Ray this one time. Like, I have, like, a circle of friends. And we were throwing a birthday party for Ray, and then the cake that Reichi got was like super good. It was like the type of cake that I would down by myself. I liked it so much that I got seconds. And what made me kind of flutter was that Michi saw me liking the cake so much that she started feeding me her own cake. Like, I think she was feeding me because she doesn't eat that much anyways. But, like, out of everybody within the room, she could have fed anybody else, but she decided to feed me! And that makes me flutter. Or, like, I'm sure that Michi has, like, talked about it in a stream before, and I'm sure it got clipped. I'm sure it got clipped as well. There's this one time she was buying me snacks. She was buying me, like, cookies. She was buying me, like, a bunch of drinks. And then... maybe I was eating the cookie too voraciously. That I have, like, a bunch of chocolate chips all over my face. And without saying anything, Michi just handed me a napkin like, yo, that's the hottest thing ever. Like, again, I like people who like to pay attention to me. An example would be like Michi. That sounds so gay. All these love languages are service and gifts. It feels nice to be seen and understood. Yeah, I would agree. So it doesn't have to be like, I'm not telling you to be hot. I feel like what makes you hot is your actions and personality. Yeah, today. She didn't kiss them off your face? Amateur. Yeah. Again, I like it when people like remember little stuffs about me, little details about me, and they make an effort to like make me happy. Actions without talking, I think I'd be good at that. Yeah! Thank you. Next up! What is an art trend you've noticed in your fan arts or Hololive as a whole? Are there any trends that you found particularly funny or enjoyable? I think an art trend that I've noticed, at least in Hololive, okay? Or maybe even HoloID, but I'm sure in Hololive. I've noticed that a lot of people like drawing dynamics of every single VTuber, or like VTubers with their friends. And I really like that. That is something that I wish I could see more as well. Yeah. I've mentioned before, but I'll mention it again. I really like drawings that includes like a lot of people. Like I like seeing drawings where two people or more interact with one another. So you know what? I enjoy that a lot, and I hope that we could get more of them. Because sometimes fan arts, they would like motivate VTubers to collab as well. This. And I find it particularly interesting whenever I see you guys making like dynamics of one VTuber and another. Because that means we get to see from your lenses what we actually look like what our relationship looks like as like fellow coworkers or friends. Yeah, multiple people artwork is expensive. That's true. But it's so nice. Yeah, a big picture where you can see like different activities with so many other people. Yeah, or you know, ships. Yeah. 𓊈𝓤𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽𝓬𝓙. That's what I really like anyways. I hope people can keep making it a trend. It's nice. Thank you. Next! Sorry. Wrong sound effect. How much do you pay attention to your fans and other listeners? And what kind of posts would you like to see more on X and HoloPlus? I pay a lot of attention to you guys. I really do. And like the algorithm likes to show that too. Although I haven't been... Stop it with the eagles! I haven't been seeing a lot of 𝓈𝓸𝓷 posts. Not because you guys don't post, but mostly because the algorithm does not show it to me. Most of the posts that I see are actually male friends. Yeah. Wait, let me actually check right now. A lot of them are male friends, Hakodate, KFPs, deadbeats. I pay attention to quite a lot. It's just weird that I don't see my own fandom in my For You page. What the heck? Male friends. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I really don't know. Like, how come I can't see my 𝓈𝓸𝓷s in my Twitter feed? But yeah, I do pay attention quite a lot. In membership, I try my best to like remember the people who actually come and interact with me. I like... Oh, and what type of post that I really like to see is... Okay, this is like a very Japanese culture, but you know how like we have streaming hashtags? Sometimes I want to see more people talking about my streams on Twitter. I don't know, because seeing live chat is good. Live chat are... Nggak bisa ngomong. Wait, let me rearrange my words real quick. You see, there's like a difference between live chat and like tweets from you guys when it comes to my streams. Because within live chat, you guys are trying to talk to me. You guys are trying to direct this conversation and say things to me. Whereas in Twitter, you usually share to like a bunch more people. You're trying to like share people your opinions on what I do. And I kind of want to see more of that. Yeah. I've noticed that only the Japanese do this. Not a lot of foreigners do this. Like, not even Indonesians do it. But I do like it. I can't multitask. Don't worry, I'm not forcing you to. But if you're asking me what I want to see more, well, it's that. Gitu lah. Maksudnya kayak, Ollie nggak maksa. Enggak kok, gitu. Cuman kalau kalian nanya, oh, Ollie mau ngeliat post yang kayak gimana? Ya yang kayak gitu, gimana ya? Kalau gak bisa ya ora apa-apa gitu loh. If you can't do it, that's fine, but I wanna see that! Like clips, but in post forms. Yeah, like, you know. Here's an example. Okay, let me just put my tag in Twitter real quick. Ito. Oh. Something like this. Like, let's see. A good example would be like 𝓈𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓚. 𝓈𝓸𝓷𝓪 said something along the lines of, Ollie, weren't you talking about something outrageous? So you're saying you can go with both men and women? Well, as long as Ollie-chan is happy, I'll affirm all of that. Yeah, I like hearing feedback. I like hearing like your opinions that's not actually directed towards me. it's nice. It's nice to actually hear what you guys actually think about my streams, because you know what? In live chats, you don't do that. In live chats, you guys don't just say, "Oh my god, Ollie, this stream bussin'." You don't say that. Yeah. So do you like it when we do it mid-stream or after stream? Either one is good. I always ego search my own tags, so I will see it even after stream, or I'm not going to see it like in the middle of a stream. So if you want to do it after the stream, that's also okay. Oh my god, Ollie, this stream bussin'! Could you send me a greeting? Sorry to bother you. Hi, thank you so much for the super chat, 𝓈𝓈𝓸𝓷. Thank you! I hope you spend the same amount on yourself too, okay? Thanks for coming to the stream. You want to know what we're thinking and not just what we'd say to you directly. Exactly! Thank you! This stream is pretty poggers. Yeah. Well, I don't use Twitter, Ollie, so I'll say it right now. This stream is bussin'! Yeah. Poggers? Gitu. Like, share your thoughts with me. I'd like to hear them. This stream is pretty awesome sauce. You still call it Twitter? I don't care what anyone says. It's still Twitter in my heart. Ain't no X's. I like how Andrew just tweeted out, "This stream bussin'!" Today. As for HoloPlus, I just want you guys to post a lot more often. Not a lot of people post in HoloPlus, so like any post that we can get, I'm happy about. It doesn't even have to be about me. As long as you guys use HoloPlus, that makes me happy already. Kalau kalian nanya di Twitter, Ollie pengennya ngeliat kalian bicarain streamnya Ollie. Kalau apa yang ingin Ollie lihat di HoloPlus, apa aja deh. Yang penting kalian posting, yang penting kalian pakai aplikasinya. Hi, Miss Ollie. I've been branching out of HoloIan, and I want to say you're one of my favorite. You're funny and cool, and hope this doesn't sound cringe. Don't worry, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what this stream's about. Negativo, thank you again for the pink super. Here's my favorite VTuber. Thank you. What's a HoloPlus? HoloPlus is a Hololive focused social media. Link's in the description. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. We have schedules, we have daily news, we have talent and fan interaction. It's pretty neat. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, next up. Apa ini? Nggak kelihatan. Astaga, cantik nyo. Hi, Ollie. Last time I went to Indonesia, I ended up in a hospital because of an accident. I'm so sorry. If I get a chance to go back, where should I go? Also, I heard you want to go to Switzerland. I had a wonderful time in the 𝓈𝓸𝓬𝓮𝓻𝓮𝓼 area during my last trip. Unfortunately, I forgot my Hololive Meet keychain of you when I packed up my bag, so here's a photo from that trip somewhere on the way to Bern. This guy straight up flexing on me! I wanna go too! Thank you so much for the picture, but you're making me jealous! I wanna go to Swiss too! Take me to Swiss! To be fair, you're bad with cold. I know, but I still wanna go to Switzerland! It looks so cool! The flex is real. Balas dengan Bromo atau Rinjani, Li? Gak ada, Ollie! That's a really beautiful picture. It is, isn't it? Nah. Not flexing. They just want to share with you, to hold you over until you go. They're making me jealous! it's 30 degrees this weekend in Switzerland, then it's not that cold. I wanna go. I'm so envious. Tidak ada bosan-bosannya saya mengatakan sini ke Malang. Man. Aw, man. But if you ever go to Indonesia, I've already given you my recommendations. I've given it twice this stream. So I hope that answers your question. Thank you so much for showing us that you had a great time in Switzerland. I hope you're happy. Must be nice. Must be nice. Man. Okay. To be frank, Ollie, you would probably get lost in the Alps if we're being real with you. You might accidentally injure yourself while being lost. That's fine! If I die in Switzerland, I die in Switzerland, okay? Like, obviously, I'm not going to like... Yang ngatur pemakamannya Ollie juga bukan Ollie kok gitu loh. Jadi biarkan orang lain bingung, aku pokoknya pengen ke Swiss. Aku tidak peduli. Anda bilang terlalu dingin lah, Anda bilang aku bakal kesasar lah. Bomat, gua pengen ke Swiss. Nothing you guys say will change my mind. I still want to go. No matter what you guys say. I wanna go. I wanna go. Real. Alah cerewet. Bacot. And thank you so much. Yakin nih mau ke Swiss? Ya tidak dalam waktu dekat sih. Rupiah lagi. Apa? Anyways, next question. Have you ever thought of doing Hot Ones challenge either by yourself or off collab? Or do you think it wouldn't be spicy at all? The closest thing to that I can think of is Olga's Hell Challenge, I forgot the actual name, with spicy food and infamous bitter juice. I did that already. I was in Olga's Hell Challenge one time with Bae. I did that. Yeah, so like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say because I've done it, I've thought of it, did it. It was spicy. And I did like other spicy challenges back then, like very far back. I think there's this one time I ate samyang on stream. So you know. Thank you so much for the holo Q. Alright, next one. A question for Ollie. Are there any original songs by Hololive Production talents, including Holo Stars, that you'd like to cover? If it's a song sung by multiple people, I'd also like to know who do you want to sing it with. I am a big fan of Kiara Senpai songs and Marine Senpai songs. But yeah, in case you don't know, I've actually covered quite a lot of Hololive originals. I had a medley. I sang like 36 Hololive and Holostar songs. Hee. Yeah. If it's a song sung by multiple people, I don't know. There's not a lot of multiple songs people aside from like the national Hololive anthem. Check your medley out. Thank you so much for thank you so much for promoting my medley, guys. Yeah, not a lot of people know about it. I tried to put it like at the very top of my channel, but I guess it's not showing. I'll edit my YouTube channel later. A lot of people should listen to my medley. I worked really hard on it. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much, TD Investigator. Let me just pin that real quick. I put a lot of effort into it. Every single transition I've thought of. Learned a bunch of songs in the span time of like 3 months. please do check it out. But yeah, if you're talking about like a recent song that I really want to sing, I really want to sing Horny Money World. Like, I don't even have like the instrumentals for that, so I can't do it for karaoke. As for Kiara Senpai, I mean, I like all of her songs, man. It's a little bit hard to choose, but I do like Ego. Yeah. Oh god, yes. Yeah, I want to sing Horny Money World. It's so fun. Maybe I ask Justin. He made like an English version of it. XL, Ego, boom. It's such a fun song. Signs from Kiara, oh my god. I like Signs too. I like the songs from her album, but Ego tops it for me. Definitely. It fits my alley. The others are very, how do I say it? Very K-pop feel, and I can't actually touch that. I don't want to like butcher it. Yeah. Thank you! Next! How did you cultivate Ollie-chan's excellent communication skills? Survival. You see, I did not want to have these communication skills at first. At first, I just wanted to have fun with my life, but then my family went into poverty, and the only skills that do not require prior money to it is talking. Like, man, if I could be an artist, I would probably be an artist, but even paper and pens back then, they costed me a lot. So if you're asking me, how did I get them? Through sheer will. I got them through ambition of getting over poverty. I feel you, girl. Talking is like a forced survival skill, right? Pure determination. Ollie. We have a legend right here. Not even paper and pencil. Papers were really expensive back then. The only papers I had were my notebook, and I needed it to study! I cannot be an artist. I didn't really practice that much. That's why I joined a manga club in high school, because they provided the papers for me. Yeah. But in case you want an actual answer, if you want to get like excellent communication skills, the only way for you to get better at communication is by practicing it. There's no benefit for you when you learn theory, whatnot. The only benefit you get is when you actually do it. Like, communication can come in so many forms. For example, if you can only DM people and like chat with people, then do that. And like multiply your practices by 10. Or like, let's say you want to get better at speaking, or like public speaking, or just speaking in general with other people. Well, you need a practice partner for that. You need someone who you could talk to every single day. Like, I don't know about you, but even if I don't stream for like a week and I just stay hauled up in my room, I would not be able to talk on stream. I would stutter a lot. I stutter when I talk when I'm in a normal situation anyway, so like, does that make sense? Remember, chat, you will fumble speaking, and if that does happen, just roll with it. Yeah, so just practice. If you don't know who to practice with, there's a bunch of applications out there. I remember there's this like, I think it was AirLearn? Is that what it was called? There's this application called AirLearn, and basically it makes you practice speaking in another language. Yeah. Ho. How have your communication skills changed before and after you joined Hololive? It changed a lot. You see, pre-debut, we never actually got social media lessons. Like, we weren't taught any of that. The only thing that Hololive provided us during our debut, at least for Hololive, okay, was an iPhone. And a channel to start with. And a Twitter account. And that's it. Like, period. Nothing else. Back then, I was like very naive. I just thought that, you know, if I'm friendly to everybody, if I'm energetic enough, then my feelings will get through. And like, if I can explain my situation properly, then everybody would understand and we would all be happy. I was a very naive kid, I would say. Now though, I've noticed that you do need like a certain tone when you're talking to like certain people. And people wouldn't actually take you seriously if you don't actually tone yourself down. Here's a phone and a channel. Good luck. See you at this idol meeting. Yeah, for real though. Yeah. Like, I learned how to actually speak professionally. I've learned what not to say through mistakes. I've learned to not respond to certain people. But it was like really hard. Yeah, I was taught the hard way because, you know what? I got cancelled a lot throughout my entire career. What is this training called? This training is called experience. Because I didn't know where to get my classes from. Yeah, we've been there with you through all of them. Yeah. You didn't take a course or something? No, everything came from experience. But then again, yeah, I guess that only solidifies that you need to practice. And you just need to constantly communicate to be able to understand and to better sharpen your communication skills. Yeah. Bring out the ukulele! No! Not the ukulele! Yeah. Like, even when talking to like JP senpais, the way I talk to JP senpais is completely different now. I remember back then, I would ask Marine senpai and Choco sensei on like collabs, and I would just go, "Senpai, let's collab!" And then they'd be like, "Oh, that sounds fun, Ollie. What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. What have you been doing?" And I'm like, okay. Old Ollie, past Ollie, she was not very wise with her social skills. Again, it all comes from experience. It all comes from practice. It all comes from mistakes. Past Ollie did not know how to properly talk to people back then. Like, past Ollie would see like a troll comment and she would, you know, she would have the biggest instinct to like write them an essay. I still do sometimes. I like to respond to troll comments sometimes because they get on my nerves. But I'm better now. Past Ollie was worse. Yeah, mistakes of the youth. I've changed now. So again, if you keep constantly asking yourself how I can improve without actually doing anything, then you're just standing still. You're not taking a step forward at all. Heck, you're not even taking a step back. Like, if you ever want to get good at talking, then just do it. Then just actually talk. Stop pondering on what you should say. You learn as you go. And if you do wrong, apologize. And learn from it. Apology video when, please. Please. No, thank you. Wise words. Thank you. Right, maybe 4 more? Here's one. Question, what do you think was the most helpful thing or effort for learning Japanese? I'm studying English, so please give me some references. Consume English media. For me, I learned my Japanese. Well, I had like proper Japanese lessons. Like I learned a little bit of grammar from school because we had like a short Japanese class back then. I learned my hiragana, katakana from there. I learned how to tell time, how to tell space, and whatnot in school. Like, just for an example, okay? I will be streaming from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 俺が10時から11時まで配信しますとか。I learned those from like an actual school, from like my Japanese classes, but otherwise, I just consume Japanese media and learn from there. That's also how I learned English, actually. Again, I've told you guys how back then I was super rich, and being super rich means you have TV cable that connects to the Disney Channel, or Nickelodeon, or Cartoon Network. And what little Ollie back then would do is that she would watch all of these media, she would watch all of these cartoons, and when there's like a word that she doesn't understand, I would just ask my parents. Yeah. I remember there was this one time I was watching Drake and Josh, and then their little sister came in, and then she was like, I'm wet. I didn't know what wet meant, right? So I asked my mom and dad, I was like, what's wet? And they're like, oh, it means basa. It means that you're covered in water. Yeah, Megan! No, listen, I'm not even making this up. I remember, because I remember asking my mom, and she was like, oh, it means basa. And I'm like, okay. Like normal wet, people, okay? Normal wet. She was out in the rain. Yeah. Or like, let's say, oh, video games. I also learned from video games. For example, I had a PS2 back then, and whenever we would move on to like a different level, like any game at all in PS2, there would always be this word that would show up in the screen, right? Like loading. And because it would always show up during like interfaces between like one scene and another, I figured out that, oh, maybe loading means that they're in the process of doing something lah, gitu. You get it? Or like, you know, when you die in a video game and it says continue, yes or no. So that's how I found out, oh, continue means starting over, or like doing this again, or like, you know, just keep playing the game. Yeah, context clues. So just consume a lot of media. It doesn't matter what. It could be VTubers, it could be streams, it could be videos, it could be Ringo Suga with her videos. It could be video games, it could be visual novels. Heck, you guys want to know something? My Japanese actually got a lot more better ever since I played the story mode in Koikatsu. Because in story mode Koikatsu, you need to romance all of the girlies before you do the deed, right? So usually I would listen to them and then I would read the subtitles and I'm like, oh, that's what they meant. And then I start taking notes. That's how I got better at Japanese, okay? That's how my conversation went up the roof. The way I was locked in working, but then I heard my name. Hi, Ringo! Hi! No, for real though. It could be anything. Anything at all. So just consume media in a language that you want to learn. Gitu. Oi. But I can see that. The conversation is somewhat normal on a daily basis. You get me, right? This. also when you practice talking with someone, you get the fun of the game of, I understood 70% of that, and I think I can guess the missing 30%. Yeah. I also learned by, guessing what my senpais are talking about. Sometimes I would be in collabs and I wouldn't know what my senpais are talking about. But within said context, I could like guess, oh, maybe this is what they meant. It's like, you know, there's so many ways you could learn a language. Stop trying to look for like the best way to learn it. Just learn it right now. It doesn't matter how. Reading mangas, watching animes, watching movies, playing video games, anything goes. Yeah, and when you guess wrong, just use the ESL or JSL card. Because you're just learning. There's no harm in that. In my opinion, there's no best. Exactly. There's only effort. Oh my god. Slay. Actually. Yeah. Gitu. So there you have it. Good luck with English learning. Boom. Next. Oh, this is kind of tiny. I have a few questions. You can pick or not pick any of my questions. Okay. As a zombie, what advice that's something people or humans don't worry about but really should? To be honest, I have an answer to this question, but not to this question. Like, I have the answer to what you guys shouldn't worry about. Anyways, when was the last time you got to tell someone I told you so? Last week to management. Last week. Yeah. Thanks so much for the holo queue. Oh dear, this is so big. That's what I like to hear. Right. My worry is that I don't have money. Prices are too high and I can't make a living. Aw, man, man, you're hitting me with poverty? This hits way too close to home. Okay, so like, are you by chance Indonesian? Or are you by chance Southeast Asian? Because there's no way you'll have this problem unless you're one of us. I don't know. Aren't we all though? Is this a question or is this curhat? I don't know. Real life be like, why did you choose this? I don't know. Latin Americans, right. I forgot. The Latin Americans, hello. Third world countries, get together! Times are rough everywhere. That's true. This is an American problem too. Right. This is everyone's problem. This is a global South Unite. Prices are really bad everywhere right now. For real. Like, it's so bad that keychains in Komifuro now cost 60,000? If only we could go to the good old days. It's so bad that, like, comics in Gramedia cost 70,000? You know, back in my days, comics would only cost 12,000, and now it's 70,000. Let that sink in. Like, our economy has plummeted so much that usually the normal price for a keychain back in the days would be like 15,000 or like 20,000, and now we are at 60,000, and I don't know how to feel. Man. We are devolving somehow. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to me. Dulu, gorengan itu 500 perak. Sekarang 1 3.000. 5.000 pun dinormalisasikan. Halah. Gas prices too. Listen, I don't want to get too political, but I understand. I'm Indonesian. I fully understand. Man, it hurts sometimes. Di Batam malah 7.000 li, padahal bakwan doang. Sumpil, demi apa? Ya ampun. Dulu 1.003, sekarang 3.000. Real. Everyone's stressed. Next question, please. Okay. Let's see. Oh. When Ollie goes on a long trip, for example to Japan, is there anything she always brings with her? Like merchandise of her favorite characters, lucky charms, or useful gadgets? I never forget to bring my Ollie acrylic stand. Apa ya? I feel like it changes every single time according to what I need. Oh, but something that I always bring, like I always buy this before my Japan trips, and sometimes I don't even use them, is a notebook. Like a flip book, a notebook, anything actually. Yeah. Like, sometimes... Why is that? Because sometimes there are times where I need to explain to staff or to like the other members of what my vision is like. The staff especially. So let's say I want to do like a 3D live and I want to have like a certain prop. And I explain it to them, but they don't understand. So I just draw it for them. And they're like, ah, so that's what you meant. Or, you know, sometimes I would leave notes for, like, the hotel staff. So whenever they clean up my hotel room, they would know what not to touch. And they would know that, oh, okay, maybe the customer prefers it this way. Yeah. Or, like, let's say I want to, like, leave a tip. Well, obviously, Japan doesn't have tips, but... Yeah, it's just a very versatile item to have. Or like, let's say, I'm on the road and I need to like list down all of the things that I need to do. Sometimes it's just a lot easier to write it on paper instead of like writing it on your phone. Yeah. Or like, let's say, I'm looking for like a particular merchandise within a store, but I don't know how to explain the merchandise, so I draw it for them. It's a very handy stuff to have, but there are a lot of moments where I don't actually use it at all. But there was like, before I started like bringing notebooks everywhere with me, back then I was always in a situation where I needed to draw or write something down. And most of those times, I would think to myself, man, if only I had a pen and a notebook, it would have been so good. Yeah. Huma. I get it. Again, I don't always use it. Sometimes I would just end up with like an empty notebook by the time I go back to Indonesia. But it's nice. Do you lose your pen often? I don't. If anything, I lose my notebooks a lot more often. Sometimes I just lose them. I just go back with nothing. Yeah. Why not use your phone for notes? I do that. But again, sometimes some things are just better written on paper. Yeah. Thank you. Maybe this is the last one. Boom. Oh, apa ini? Zombawa Ori, what is my Oshi's favorite memory from this past year? My favorite memory. Let me check my schedule real quick. I'll run my memories. My favorite memory was how my friends threw like a welcome party back to me, or like a late birthday party also. It was like a combination of the two. And they threw me like a late birthday party, and it was the first time I ever got surprised with a party. It's usually the other way around. It's usually me planning my own party, or it's usually me planning parties for other people. So that was the highlight of my year, actually. I'm sorry that it's not anything big like World Tour or like HoloFest. It was just the first thing that popped to mind. To be celebrated is wonderful. Yeah. I mean, it's your highlight. Yeah. I like it when it's about me. World Tour and HoloFest, it's fun and all. But a party dedicated to me? I might have a little bit of MPD, low-key. Narcissistic as fuck. There's that princess coming out. I mean, again, it was so fun. They had penis and boobs written on the walls. They got me like a lactating cake. It was so fun. It was the funnest I've ever done. And then they even like made games for me, whatnot. Like, it's a very, very lovely memory. A what cake? A lactating cake. So like, they had like a... Obviously, I can't take a picture and like post it anywhere, because I might get doxxed. They might get doxxed, and also it's just inappropriate. It's a cake, but it has like 3D boobs on top of it, and it's lactating. So like milk is like there's like, I don't know, there's like a little there's like white stuff coming out of the boobs. Yeah. Only the booba or woman there too? Only booba. Yeah, it's kind of like a bachelorette party. Like, you wouldn't think... You wouldn't think that you'd get like boobs as a birthday cake, right? It was low-key kind of like a bachelorette party. It was like, who knows Ollie the best? Okay, just answer this. Who bought the cake? I think... I think it was 𝓈𝓤𝓻. But, like, I might be wrong, because usually the one who likes to get cake is like 𝓈𝓗𝓻. It's either one. It's one of them. Definitely. Yeah. Too shocked to know. For all you know, it could have been a team effort. It could have been a team effort. We wouldn't know. Remember, she talked about it. It is 𝓈𝓤𝓻. Ah, then it is 𝓈𝓤𝓻. She got me the boob cake. Yeah. Eat the day. You know what? How about one last one, and then we call it a day? Have you ever ate anything that was too spicy for you? Obviously, yes. I got my spice resistance from continuous practices. Like, man, I wasn't born a spice killer. I was born a baby, and I learned eating my spice from very little. This is a nice wrap-up question, I suppose. Not really. I'm looking for a better one. Let's see. You prefer pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Waffles are nice, but I like smooth textures. Thank you. What in the... Okay, maybe not this one. What's your favorite dinosaur? A Brontosaurus. What is the first thing you do when you come to Japan? Also, do you like hot springs? I check in to my hotel or to my apartment. And then if it's an apartment, I'd start cleaning and then I'd start unpacking. I know. Maybe too realistic of a question. I mean, an answer? Wait. I'm having trouble managing to support all my Oshis. I mean, there's just so many of them. How do you do it? You're not going to like my answer. You're not going to like it. Do you really want to hear it? If you're having trouble managing all of your Oshis because there's just way too many, then whether you like it or not, you gotta cut it down. I know. But listen, you can support them when you have time. Okay, you can support the other Oshis, but you know what? This is why sometimes in Japan they only have like 1 or 2 Oshis, because having a lot of Oshis is just way too much. That's why I cut it down to 3. Listen, it's sad. It's really sad. Like, if I was a part of it and you decided to cut me, it would be really sad. But then again, I want to remind you guys are the customer. That's your privilege, that's your right. And supporting us is not an obligation, okay? I'm a 𓓈𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽𝓲𝓪, but I know the struggle, right? I understand. I completely understand. And from like an Oshi perspective, it would hurt if you leave. But you come first before anyone else. If you can't manage all of them, then you'll have to take the bitter decision to actually cut it down. Yeah, you get tired after a while. So stick with the one who you vibe the most. Exactly. You're not obligated to support all of them. You have the right to love all of them at once. I mean, like, I know a lot of people that love only one. Like, they only have like one Oshi in Holo ID, but they love the rest of Holo ID. It's just that one Holo ID takes the cake and they become like the Kami Oshi, right? It's fine to love everyone else. It's okay to support everyone else, really. But you gotta choose who you want to give special attention to. And it's fine. The brutal way is time. Watch who you can. Luckily, Alia was in my top 3. Thank you, Steely. That's why I only have 2 at the moment. Support 2 at a time, on the time, but 2 really, right? Because think about it this way. It'll be very hurtful if you try to juggle all of them at once and you get them wrong. In which, very low chance. But in the time it happens, like let's say, okay. Let's say you go to Muna and then you tell Muna, "Oh Muna, yeah, I think you're so cute for eating those lobsters." How would Muna feel? Muna is known for eating burgers, and then you suddenly come up with her with lobsters because he got me and Muna mixed? Yeah. So, I know it's hard. I know it's a little bit mean to only choose a few favorites. But for the better, I think it'd be the best if you limit your Oshis. Have you ever had such a thing happen to you, Ollie? You want to know the truth? Yes. I think I got Risu and Zeta mixed up one time. I was like, oh yeah, remember that time we went on a date to this one mall? And then they were like, that wasn't me. Oh. Loving too much people can hurt you. It's similar. Yeah. Yeah, because they both troll people. That's why I got them mixed. Gitu. Ollie sneakily saying, only support me. No. For real though. I feel like it's going to be a lot more easier for you. It's going to be a lot healthier for you if you only support one person at a time. Did you feel embarrassed? Obviously I did. Ever mixed up 𓊈𝓗𝓮𝓻𝓮𝓼? No. Never. Gitu. Like either 1, 2, 3 Oshis at most. I feel like 4 would be a little bit too much for you and it'll be very hard for you to keep up. So again, choose an Oshi that you vibe with the most, or choose an Oshi that you really have a soft spot for. Don't say shit like, oh no, but I love them all the same. There is one girl, there is one Oshi that definitely takes the cake. Don't fucking lie to yourself. I would know. I was there. I was a 𓓈𝓷𝓸𝓷𝓪, okay? I loved everybody in Hololive. I tried supporting all of them, but there was just way too many. There was like, what, 40 plus people in Hololive when I first debuted? Not including HoloStars, by the way. And now I just stick to like, what? 𝓈𝓸𝓷𝓬�ဍ? The hard truth. Like whether you like it or not, this is a bitter pill that you gotta take. I think there's a difference between Oshi and someone I like watching. Exactly. There's also that. It's okay if you still like watching other people. That's fine. But you can only really have a few Oshis at hand. Like, you could be fan of multiple fandoms, obviously. But there's always the number one, right? Yeah, and there's also Kami Oshi. Like, low-key, my advice to you would be, have one Kami Oshi. It would make their life so much easier as well. Because it does get awkward. Again, we talk about fans sometimes, you know? And we like to boast about them. And sometimes it'd be nice, but sometimes it'd also be awkward when we're like, yeah, I have this wonderful fan. Their name is X. And then the other town just goes, oh, I know that guy. He's also in my place. It's cool, but sometimes it can get a little bit awkward. Why would it be awkward? I can't give you the context. But yeah, I still don't know how to decide my Kami Oshi. Which one do you like most? Low-key. Just ask yourself that. You'll get jealous over fans. It's kind of adorable. Well, I don't know about the other girls, so I'm not speaking in their stead. But I know I would. I've called out quite a few people before. I remember you caught me playing games with Yofi and you told her he's one of mine. Exactly. Exactly. You can like them, you can be fans of them, but you can really only have one. He has indeed. Categorize your Oshis, man. And don't burn yourself out because you want to support everyone. This. I'm kinda into this. Kind of into what? Yeah, to be honest, I joined all of ID and Ian membership and I got burnt out, so I cut it down to 6 members. But I'm only sending super chats to who I really care about. Really? Me, Kyla, Muna, siapa lagi ya? How many more in ID? Do you even send super chats to the Ian? Yeah. Hololive Haku Oshi is impossible. See? See? Gato-san was also a 誰でも daisuki. I think. He said it to every VTuber. Oh. What's a Haku Oshi? Is it a 誰でも daisuki? Haku Oshi basically loves everyone. Right? Everybody Hakobu? Like, everybody within the vicinity, you turn them into Oshis. Yeah, I only send super chats to 3 Holo members max. Like, I'll be so honest with you guys, I don't even Oshi my friends. It gets a little bit too much at times. Hako Oshi means you like the entire Hako. The box, aka the company. Oh, there you go. There's a better explanation. This. I can't join every membership, so I don't join any. That is a lovely equality you got over there. Hi, Ellie. Sorry I'm late. I just woke up. That's okay. Ohayo. I'm broke, so I don't send super chat to anyone. I don't have money, so I don't join anyone's membership. Twitter is toxic. That's why I don't follow anyone on Twitter, because I don't have an account to begin with. True Oshi equality. Lah, gue tuh. I don't love everyone equally, and that's fine. I also pick the ones that I love. Like, I have favorites everywhere, obviously. Like, I'm not going to, like, you know, sit around and lie through my teeth saying, oh yeah, no, I support everyone. Well, not really. There are some contents that I can't enjoy and I just can't support. There are some people whose personality is just way too much for me and I can't really vibe. So it's okay to not like certain people. And it's okay to, like, choose your Oshis. You don't have to like everyone. Or you don't have to support everyone. Much like personal relationships, trying to love too many people gets everyone hurt. Yeah. Not liking something doesn't mean you hate it too. Exactly. So don't worry about it too much. And there you go. 27 holo cues answered today. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? And that was nice. Can't do every route at once in visual novels. Exactly. Even in visual novels, you have to choose one route at a time. That's the same way back then when I started my whole life journey. Over time, I just narrowed it down to 3 or 4. Ollie definitely shot up the ranks since I joined 𝓈. Best decision I've ever made. Thank you, Lightning. Yeah. I gotta be active on HoloPlus. Yeah, because you never know when I'm going to open more HoloQ submission. So guys, if you guys want to have your questions read like this, if you want your questions to be boxed in a nice HoloPlus blue color, make sure you download the application through the link in the description below. Or just go to, like, you know, Play Store or like Google Store and download it there. It doesn't have to be from the link. I'm not sponsored anyways, I'm just ambassador. Thank you. Bless you. Blessings upon you, my child. Yeah, I'll have to skip sleep more so that I can catch these surprise streams. Yeah! Exactly. Wait. Oh, wait. Wait, what does TSKR mean? It means tasukaru. Tasukaru basically means, oh, I'm helped. Or like, oh, I'm blessed. People usually say it after I sneeze because apparently an Oshi sneeze is like a blessing to them. It's a VTuber culture thing. Or like, you know, I think it's a Japanese culture thing when it comes to like Oshis, whatnot. It's like, you saved me with your sneeze. Bless you, machine gun. No, thank you. Same explanation you gave at a Holo Expo. You still remember! I thought it meant like ASMR bliss. I wouldn't know. But yeah, anyways, I think that's all from me. I'm going to read a few donations because I think I missed a few. Wait. Time to read Super Chat! For the Super Chat I've read, I will be skipping, but for those of you whom I actually missed, I will be reading, so... If you'd like to stay, then I'd be really happy, but if you guys need to go, then that's also okay, because I know that it's very early or it's very late for some people. Hoi! So first of all, I would like to say thank you to... Let's see. Oh, I have read quite a lot. Thank you! Eh? Oh! I think I've read all of them, actually. Yeah. Oh. Are you sure? Through the Super Chat activity, I've read them. Oh, is there a new one? Wait. Ito. Oh, from a candidate sub! And Ali is my one and only Kamioshi. Thank you! And then from HSPDLOR. Oh, hey! You dropped this dial. Thank you! Thank you so much for the $5. That's... $5.70 anjing. That's... Wow! Thank you so much for the 5 buckaroonies. I just realized that that's the same equivalent as like 1 comic book. Oh my god. I can buy a comic book with your super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and here's a few more from the Kerdad86. I didn't plan it this way, but I have an EN Oshi and an ID Oshi, which is you, and a JP Oshi. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool, actually. And thank you for making me your ID Oshi, by the way. Thank you. And then from 𓊈��𝓬𝓲𝓪. I'm sorry, Ollie. I'm in poor health and I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed. Take care, Ollie. I will. You get well soon, okay? Rest up. I hope you feel better. Rest. Thank you. And then let's see. Oh, 𓊈��𝓬𝓲𝓪. I watched too many Holo member streams and had to cut back. And it's okay. It's fine to cut back on Hololive streams. Thank you. And I think that's all of them, actually. Yeah. And oh wait, actually there's some from Streamlabs. Wait. So from Streamlabs we have one from Alter Sky. Pat. Thank you. I got them pats. And last one is from Soto. Being a good ambassador. 𓊈�𝓷𝓸𝓬𝓷 desu. I hope this will get you a little bit closer to the giant lobster claw. Thank you. I'll try and look for a lobster claw. Or a lobster boil. Does anybody know a good lobster boil restaurant in Indonesia? Because I couldn't find any. Man. I want to try seafood boil with all of the lobsters and the crabs and the potatoes. I only know in Thailand. Maybe I need to go to Thailand. Yeah. But yeah, that's all for today, actually. I don't really have any announcements. Oh, wait, I do. Tomorrow, I will be having a collab with Shiori on her channel. Yeah. We'll be playing this game called Road to Empress. Yeah. I'm not really sure what it's about. She gave me like very little context to work with. I think it's about like Chinese drama, dynasty. Tomorrow! Love you, supporting you always. Thank you, Dustin. Oh, neat. Yeah, it'll be at 8 a.m. WIB, which is like 1 hour earlier than today's stream. Ciao, look forward to it. Yar. This. Gitu. What's that behind your ear? Oh, it's a super chat. Anyway, first time attending. I really enjoyed myself. I think this is my first Hololive super chat. Really? Well, I am honored, Shadow Rose. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you so much for enjoying yourself. And thank you so much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Hoy. With that, I think I'll be ending the stream. But before we end the stream, let's look for someone to raid. Do you guys have like any recommendations on who to raid? Kita nge-raid siapa, guys? Crony? Okay. Let's raid Crony then. Wait. Alright, so thank you so much everyone for coming to the stream. 𝓈𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽𝓲𝓪𝓈 arigatou gozaimasu. Terima kasih banyak telah datang ke stream Yoli. This has been Kureiji Ollie and I am signing out. Untuk Kureiji. Bye bye.